Join me as I dive into the incredible story of Queen Esther and see if I can uncover 3 life-changing lessons we can all learn from her journey. Queen Esther is one of the most fascinating and inspiring figures in the Bible, and her story has been a source of encouragement and guidance for millions of people throughout history. Queen Esther's bravery and faith in the face of incredible danger are a shining example of what it means to trust in God and stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. From her humble beginnings as a Jewish orphan to her rise as the Queen of Persia, Esther's life was a testament to the power of courage, faith, and determination. The Jewish people were facing a dire situation, with Haman, the king's advisor, convincing King Ahasuerus to issue a decree that would allow him to destroy them. This was a terrifying prospect for Esther and her people, and it's no wonder that she was initially reluctant to approach the king. Esther knew that coming before the king uninvited could mean death, and she was understandably hesitant to take such a risk. Esther's husband, King Ahasuerus, had thrown a lavish banquet, and it was only after a second banquet that Esther found the courage to reveal her plea. Her fear was palpable, but her faith and determination ultimately won out. As Esther navigated her role as queen, she began to realize the gravity of her situation and the responsibility she had to her people. With the help of her cousin Mordecai, Esther came up with a plan to save the Jewish people. Her strategic thinking and bravery ultimately led to their salvation. Esther's journey of faith was not without its challenges, but she persevered and trusted in God to guide her. She used her position and influence to bring about change, and her story serves as a powerful reminder that we all have the ability to make a difference. The moment of truth came when Esther revealed her identity to the king and pleaded for her people's safety. This was a heart-stopping moment. It took incredible courage for her to take such a stand. In revealing her true identity, Esther was putting everything on the line, but she knew it was a risk she had to take. Her people were counting on her, and she was determined to save them. The king's response was a surprise, and it ultimately led to the salvation of the Jewish people. Esther's courage and leadership in this moment are a testament to her character and her faith. She showed that even in the most difficult situation, we have the power to choose how we respond, and that with faith and determination, we can overcome even the greatest challenges. So what can we learn from Esther's story? We can learn the importance of courage, faith, and taking action in challenging situations. Sometimes God positions us in places we don't understand. We may not even realize why we're there until the moment comes when our voice, our courage, and our obedience can change everything. That's the story of Queen Esther. She was an ordinary girl, an orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, yet she was chosen to be queen in a foreign land. It wasn't luck or beauty alone that put her there. It was purpose. God had a plan long before she could see it. When her people faced destruction, Esther had 2 choices: stay silent and safe, or risk everything to speak up. She said, "If I perish, I perish." That moment of faith changed history. Lessons we can learn from Esther. 1. Your position has purpose. You may not understand why you're in that school, that job, or even that family, but maybe God placed you there for such a time as this. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. Esther was scared, but she moved anyway. Real faith isn't about not feeling afraid. It's about trusting God through the fear. 3. Preparation matters. Before Esther went to the king, she prayed and fasted. She didn't just act in emotion, she sought God first. That's a reminder that spiritual battles are won in prayer before they're seen in public. Think of someone like a nurse standing up for what's right at work, or a young student speaking out against injustice at school. They may not have a royal title, but they have the same kind of courage Esther had. Sometimes it's not about saving a nation. It's about speaking life into one person, showing kindness when others stay quiet, or standing firm when it's easier to blend in. God still uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. You don't need a crown to be chosen, just a willing heart. Esther was favored by God. Among all the women she was chosen, cited by the king, not just because of beauty, but because of the glory she carried. She wasn't born into royalty. She was once a nobody, but God turned her into somebody. So maybe right now you're going through a lot. You're looking at your life thinking, why isn't it fair? But hear me, sometimes the battle you're facing is proof that you carry something powerful inside of you. The enemy doesn't fight empty people. Instead of speaking negative words over your life, why not pray? Ask God for power over every wicked force trying to steal your peace, your destiny, your joy. Tell God to expose and remove every Haman standing against your glory, just like he did for Esther. Because when Esther prayed, God moved. When she spoke up, the tables turned. The same God that fought for Esther can fight for you too. Don't stay quiet in pain. Don't think yourself into depression or give up hope. Channel it to God. Cry out like Esther did. Fast, pray, trust him. Because your story isn't over, it's only beginning. The crown is already waiting, that the glory is already on you. You just have to step into it with faith. Remember this, you are chosen for such a time as this. So the next time life feels confusing or heavy, remember, you are where you are for a purpose and for a reason. And like Esther, your yes to God can change more than just your own story. It can change generations. Esther's story teaches us that we all have the ability to make a difference, and that with faith and determination, we can overcome even the greatest challenges. If you've been inspired by Esther's story, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What do you think is the most important lesson we can learn from her journey? Don't forget to turn on your notification so you don't miss any of our videos. And I'll see you in the next one. This is Inspired by Nessa. Love y'all.